All right, so red-black Aristocrats here. Let's start with a little bit of the jargon. Aristocrats, for those that are new to Magic, is the name that we typically give to decks that are sacrificing their own creatures for some kind of benefit. So in Standard right now, Aristocrats decks are kind of headlined by Priest of the Forgotten Gods here, which we sacrifice 2 of our creatures to make someone sacrifice a creature, they lose 2 life, and then we get mana and draw a card. So we played a base black Aristocrats deck yesterday, trying to leverage the new triple black card out of Eldraine. This build is closer to the build that I used to win Twitch Rivals last week at the M20 standard format. Specifically, instead of playing the triple black card, we've got more red in our mana base. We're leveraging Chandra, Acolyte of Flame, because Priest into Chandra is just an endless value engine. She gives you a constant flow of bodies to sacrifice. That being said, this build does still have a number of Eldraine cards in it. So we got 4 Stormfist Crusader here, which is an evasive threat that hurts our opponent, provides both players with a steady flow of cards. We've got Bonecrusher Giant and Murderous Rider here, which are really awesome additions to this archetype, I think, because not only are they powerful cards in general, but they allow us to play a little bit of removal / reach while also still being bodies, because at the core, we're an aggressive deck that wants to be pounding down the door as often as possible. At the top end of our curve here, we got a couple of Rankle, Master of Pranks, who can provide us with more cards. It's another thing to sacrifice, hurts your opponent, and charge them on resources, and it's also just extra damage off the top. Previously, we had played some copies of Bontu, because he's a soft combo with Mayhem Devil, but between control decks playing Narset and Bontu costing a lot of mana and him getting bounced or Oko'd now, I think he kind of has diminishing returns. Oi, Punk's not dead. Thanks for the biddies. Happy 12 months. Let's get you a sword to go with that shield. All right, let's go ahead and dive on into some matches with this one and see how it goes. We are rank 233. Yeah, feeling pretty good about sitting on that for 2 days. Don't think we're playing ranked until things rotate. Yeah, honestly, Fearburger, I agree with that sentiment. Like, if we go through a period in the standard format where, like, mono red isn't the stock tier 1 aggressive deck, I think that's okay. I think, like, if it's, like, red-black's time to shine or, like, green-based aggressive deck's time to shine for a little bit, I think that's a fine place to be. If things like Oko push those out of the format a little bit. Hey, what's going on, Johnny boy? Happy Friday. Hope you're having a good start to your weekend. So yeah, basically just with black and red cards, having actual dual lands is important. So this is my attempt at a preferred configuration of Aristocrats. I don't have strong certainty in any direction right now. Just trying out different things, seeing what numbers line up well. Does Rankle feel good? Does it not? Etc. This is me throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. Now, this is a little awkward here, right? Because this is a tapped land, and this is a tapped land at the moment. So I actually can't Dreadhorde Butcher on 2. But I guess also, like, looking at the board, casting Dreadhorde Butcher on 2 here isn't particularly appealing, right? So I guess it's not that big of a deal. Honestly, part of me wonders with what's it called being added to the format with the 2/2 Menace Knight that draws each player a card. With that card being added, maybe this isn't a card we play anymore because it's just so bad on the draw so much of the time. We have, like, another good 2-drop that's, like, fine in the draw. Maybe we trim some of these to, like, fit more wrinkles in and stuff. Yeah, Stormfist Crusader was very good in the other decks where we played it. I think I'm just gonna play Castle tapped here and say go. Because this has first strike. So if they attack with this, I can block and then Bonecrusher it. Yeah, exactly, Tom. A lot of the time, this is Footlight Fiend with haste. That has been my experience. Yeah, maybe boarding a copy is not absurd. I agree with that. All right, so we're gonna let first strike damage happen. And now, so you want to let first strike damage happen first, because if I shock this, they get an opportunity to kill this before it does first strike damage, and then their thing wouldn't die. So optimal is you get a chance to play spells in between first strike and normal damage, so let first strike happen and then kill their thing before it can damage ours. My wife is the best, chat. She brings me food on long work days. She's bringing me pizza to refuel, chat. We can play for 4 more hours now. We can just keep going all night long, all night. Do-do. What is in their hand? Are we about to, like, something's about to die, right? Like, they have a Murderous Rider here, I assume? Like, if they're just, like, no plays, go back to my turn here, we're in an absurd spot, right? Wow, really? Okay, deal. They have a Nissa? Like, what are they doing? They just, like, trying to beat up on Mono Red? With, like, lifelink stuff. Alright, so these little guys are great. I'm gonna offer the trade of this for both of these, I think, basically here. So that way this can start getting in. Oh, I tapped wrong. That's awkward. So I should have tapped this and this, because this, I want to fetch black with this, right? Yeah. So now if I want to fetch red with this to Bonecrusher or something this turn, I won't be able to activate the castle, which is a big deal. And I could have tapped differently so I could fetch a black here and still do all these things. Yeah, there's definitely some good night decks in the format. I think if we do another deck after this, if the viewer count stays high, we're going to do Mardu Knights. There's a couple of Mardu Knights in the queue. Alright, so yeah, I think I just fetch a mountain here and kill this. Gonna get punished for my misplay. Yeah, pretty unfortunate. Pretty unfortunate that I'm stupid. Wait, really? Deal. I'm so confused.
Remember, you reap what you sow.
Shh. Good night, my sweet prince. Shh. Maybe they just have another Garrick? Like, that block only makes sense if they have another Garrick, right? Yeah, they might just have a handful of Garricks, which makes sense. That block's pretty reasonable if they have a handful of Garricks. The final countdown. Do-do-do-do. Be-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Be-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Man, are these adventure creatures good or what? Like, if we cut some of the Dreadhorde Butchers, like, getting a 4th Giant in the deck would be something we'd do. That's probably worthwhile, honestly. Maybe we'll try that next time. Garuk is on fire. Do-do, 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 do-do. Devil's very good with Chandra, yep. If I just attack with everything here. Nah, let's not. Priest does give us castle mana. That is a good observation. Oh, okay, well this is still dead. Triggers. It is also worth thinking about here if this is the optimal castle in this deck. Like, if this was a red castle, it'd be pretty lit, huh? We get to give the squad 1 attack and run them down. Maybe red castle is ideal. There's a lot of knobs to turn and think about here, for sure. Lot of different possibilities. Noxious Grasp probably good. They're a Garruk deck. So we got 4 Riders and 2 Grasps. Sounds excellent. Seems pretty reasonable. So to a degree, F-Nord, so like my total counts on colors are, I like where they're at. So like if I'm playing red castles, I'm like cutting mountains for red castles usually. Is how it lines up. And maybe it's right to just split the difference and play 1 of each. D. Brian, thank you for the 27 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Yeah, I think that estimation was incorrect, Polly. His 0 is like a +2 a lot of the time, which is quite good. Speaking of quite good, how about this hand? Can you set the goose loose on me? How is Abzan Wolves? It had some neat things going on, but I think it was probably just a worse version of something that could have contained Oko. The big bad wolf is less good when you can't feed it a constant string of food. That's pretty good. Let's get this one going. Very menacing, scary, roar. Stormfist Crusader, for those not familiar. The best way to leverage the card advantage from this is by killing your opponent while they still have the extra cards you gave them in their hand. Never forget, that's the best sort of card advantage in Magic. Killing them while they have cards in their hand. I think I want to just crush the goose here. This says menace as well, so I get to attack in once I kill the goose. If I attack with both of these, my opponent's already taken 1. So this would be 2, 3, 4. I guess I could just trade this here too. Yeah, I think if they block here, I'm just going to trade. Yeah, the featured community decks in Mythgard are just easily one of the best features I've ever seen in a digital card game. Wish everything did that. They're feature list, and that the game is good too, but the feature list is just so well done. Oh. Yep. Well, that happened. This isn't trample, right? It's just a 7/7. Oh, mana base. Oh, mana base. So we talked about yesterday when we were playing the Ranklecrats version that was base black, that I would be surprised if the base black version was more powerful, but it's definitely going to have a more consistent mana base, as we're seeing here. So Mayhem Devil triggers when anything gets sacrificed, including that. Huh? Yeah, I guess we pump a chump here. Okay, sweet. There's a black source. Can't really play my cards efficiently this turn, though. Am I just ridering the Cavalier here? I feel like I'm ridering the Cavalier here, because otherwise it's going to gain them a bunch of life. The problem is that's going to get back a Goose or an Enforcer. Is it the Giant? I don't know that I care about the Giant. Like, I'm gonna like, the Stormfist Crusader's like providing me with like a flow of cards. So I feel like I can chump block the Giant for a little bit. Yeah, I can chump my way through lifelink while I attack that, or chump my way through this while I attack them. So I'm going to 5 here. I guess I'm on a little bit of a clock with Stormfist Crusader. Alright, so definitely doing that. And then I can do this, and then this. And this can chump block here, and then this will have Death Touch next turn. Assuming they can't kill this, that is. So these will trade because this has Death Touch, but that's fine. I can't take a hit here. My life total is just too low. This is chewing away at me a little bit here. If their follow-up's not great here, we're in an okay spot. Depends on how good their hand is. Yeah, it's gonna be the game. You get to take game 3 on the plate. Huh? Do I want Legion's End? Legion's End exiles that token. I don't know that I want Legion's End more than anything else here. I've got 4 of these and 2 of these. I think this is probably fine. Tibalt. There's so much. Yeah, I guess with food plus. Yeah, maybe Tibalt is ideal. I could definitely see that. Passage is a little bit awkward in the opener, but it is what it is. Spells are keepable. Yeah, I think the food mechanic makes all in aggressive decks like Mono Red a lot less good. I think if you're going to play a successful aggro deck in this format, it's probably going to be something like this, where you have like a little bit more staying power in the mid to late game. Just gonna crush this. It's a shame we didn't draw a different third land there, because sacrificing this actually triggers Mayhem Devil, which is kind of sweet. And grab a swamp here, so that way I can play Rankle with any fourth land drawn. Not taking the priest off the table when you can is usually a pretty quick route to getting dumpstered. Chandra on untapped land, please. Untapped land, please. Untapped land, please. Just want to have a little prank. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm gonna go ahead and kill this because it keeps them off of Garruk for a turn. This is a elegant game of Magic the Gathering. This is where the magic happens, as we say. Maybe I'm just supposed to pass and hold up Murderous Rider for when they play Garruk this turn. So I can kill that and then untap and Rankle. That might be correct. Trading here might be wrong because it gives them another chance to draw a powerful 6-drop with their Midnight Reaper. Also gives them a chance to draw that. Oh, they sacrificed 2 things. That's great. Kinda. I guess this lets them cash those in. I should have killed this, right? Yeah, that was a pretty big mistake. I didn't realize I was gonna get 2 triggers. I was thinking I was only gonna get 1. I definitely should have killed this instead of letting them draw 2 cards. This might be too little too late at this point. Is it crazy to just go like kill this, pass? I feel like that's where I'm at. So Rankle only works if I hit them, and they're definitely like blocking Rankle with their O2. So like playing Rankle is just gonna kill their O2, which does not seem profitable, and I'll let them draw another card. So I gave them 2 extra cards here, which is like, you know, obviously a big deal. And that's why little mistakes like that are why, like, when people come in and they ask, like, well, was this deck good? What was its record? It's like, well, the record was X, Y, and Z, but, like, there's more to, like, the game that we played than just the record, right? There's the who, what, where, and why tends to be pretty important. Yeah, they were like down 2 cards and like don't get to this card this turn. Whole game just ends up looking very, very different. I will say, as someone who like generally prefers decks that are more consistent, while Chandra plus Priest is a lot of fun, the mana in this deck really sucks. I'm just not a huge fan. Oh, you know what? I should wait to do that, because they don't attack with this if I'm just holding mana up. So I give them a free attack here too. Also not a great look. Yeah, I'm gonna be done. We made too many mistakes that game. Let's try again here. Their deck had a lot of life gain in it, a lot of respect for aggro, so between our stumble and then the number of small mistakes I made just didn't have room to catch back up. Opponent's deck was interesting. They probably have Questing Beast to help them against like the Field of the Dead decks. Sure. Green-Black Henge would be my pick for number 1 Stompy Kill You deck at the moment. Now, I don't actually think RDW is that good. I think there's too many people playing the various food decks. Treatsies. The Oko Goose decks tend to give you a run for your money when you're playing mono red, in a way that's not pleasant. Yeah, the green-black Henge deck feels really powerful. Mardu Knights, maybe? That feels pretty good for us. It's like doing basically nothing for the turn. Like making their thing a little bit bigger, but that's it. The green-black deck we played earlier today is my favorite Henge deck. Wow, we're about to have a pretty decent turn here. I guess this is going up to a 3-4 now. It's a little annoying.
I learned a bunch of new burn spells to try on you. Go get 'em, buddies.
So, like, they've dealt a bunch of damage to us here, but, like, they haven't advanced their board while doing it, aside from making this bigger. What is in their hand? Does it have, like, a bunch of lands? Like, if they want to kill Chandra here, they have to pump this again, which is, like, not a great scene. Alright, she's at 1.
I'm telling Mother Ludi on you.
Enters the battlefield. If you control a knight, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a knight, aura, equipment, or legendary artifact. Sure. Yeah. 3-3 that gets a 3-3. Seems pretty good. Well, our hand at the moment doesn't accomplish a whole lot. Alright, so let's go Bonecrusher this. Crack this. Kill this. That feels good. Maybe there should be four of those in here just because that feels great.
Hey, these little guys are great.
That'll just be like, no attack, sack these, kill the Worthy Knight. Nah, I think I want to kill their Token Maker at the moment. Like, if they attack this in, I'm gonna block, and then they have to pump to keep it alive, which sounds excellent. Then I keep my Chandra. Gross. Are we passing then? Are we just like letting this happen? Might just be letting this happen. I get double block. Like I have another Chandra. Alright, she's dead. You have a 2-drop to play or a 1-drop? It's unfortunate. Now, speaking of fortunate. Okay, so I think I'm just holding Chandra in my hand here because I don't want her on the table exposed to combat next turn, right? Yeah, I think that's the case. I just don't want her exposed to combat next turn. Yeah, or a murderous, whatever. Well, that means I don't have to chump block with this Bonecrusher, which is A+ excellent. Man, your 4/4 that always has a 4/4 staple to it is pretty good. Wow, that card is great. Holy crap. Alrighty. I mean, I'm sure somewhere I knew that was a card, but like...
It's better than having a plan. Basically, anything. Hey, he's the one
Alright,
that said-
so... Okay, are they dead? This is 1, puts them to 9. Am I 1 short of lethal here? I think I'm 1 short of lethal, right? No, they're exact... No, yeah, I'm 1 short of lethal. So I could do this, and then these attack for 7, and this is an 8th. If I cast this, I die to another copy of this. Huh? I think this is the right line. It's close, though. There's like 1 point short here, which is unfortunate. Wonder if I missed. Like, whenever I finish a game with an aggro deck and my opponent's at 1, I always want to be like, where did I miss a point, right? Like, there's no way I didn't miss a point of damage somewhere in this game. Standard's great. Rotation's like Christmas. If it sucks, we won't know for a long time. So if they have a land, this can find another Swordmaster. This is a tight race. Alright, so you're dead. Kill you.
They're so cute.
Oh, maybe they thought their lifelink was gonna save them. Maybe they didn't realize that this was going to kill them. Play the other Chandra to send a message, right? Alright, so Legion's End seems kind of okay against whatever it is they're doing. Dreadhorde Butcher is awful on the draw. Shock seems like meaningful interaction here. Let's board that in. Maybe I don't want to be Stormfist Crusadering here. I could see that. That seems good. Just like boarded a bunch of removal and a couple Tibalts. Let's see how that feels. Yeah, they also have random life gain too, so Tibalt shuts that off in addition to generating meaningful blockers, which is nice. How has Rankle been performing? We've not cast him yet in this set in this shell. Honestly, I might be right to play more than 2. On the turn where you were 1 short, could I have targeted myself with the priest activation, or was the card draw relevant? Yeah, I think you're right, actually, JVL. If I'd have targeted myself with the priest and sacked the priest, I'd have killed them exactly. That's a good catch. That's one I don't catch after 11 hours. I appreciate you pointing it out. All right, well, they have a plan for the fact that we're bringing in a bunch of removal. Yikes. Whenever you and/or one permanent you control becomes a target of a spell and ability, deal 2 damage. Yep. Yeah, if you target yourself, the opponent still takes 2 damage. It's pretty good. Very, Hero of the Precinct 1-esque card. Yeah, it's not, but it's something... I've played this deck enough that it's a line that should be in my list of lines that I think about. Yeah, I counted that one, Toe Smasher. I was still 1 short, so I needed 1 more point. Wow, Stone Cold nothing, eh? Oh, I guess this gives them a free counter on this, huh? Because I'm losing 2 and 2. Yeah, I should have just done this on my turn. I wasn't thinking about that, plus that equaling into that. Small mistakes keep adding up. Oh, this card's a knight, too? Yeah, the knight's deck is probably great. By probably, I mean definitely. Is Rankle even good here? It's really not, right? I'm just doing this in passing. Oh, they did pick human to get the tokens bigger. That's cute. Oh. This card makes Mayhem Devil awful, huh? Hoping to draw a land here. I guess my knight would have gotten bigger there, but I feel like he's not outclassing their stuff anytime soon, so I'd rather just cash him in for one of their things. Bounty Hunter, thank you for the 2 months of Twitch Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Hope you're having a good one wherever you are. We just do this. Even if they have a removal spell here, like, I'm still chumping a little bit of damage, and Rankle's gonna get to crack them again next turn. Really? That's your best possible play? That's surprising. Huh? Well, definitely discarding the Mayhem Devil because the Leyline of Combustion makes that card pretty unplayable with our current health total. Doesn't feel like the red in this deck does anything of note. My deck or the opponent's deck? And then I think I'm going to Fabled Passage here, because the Fabled Passage may activate the castle at the end of their turn. Like, lose 2 life, draw a card. I think that's a fine exchange rate on this board. Yeah, to be fair, Leyline of Combustion is the reason why they're winning this game, right? Like, Leyline of Combustion forced me to play in a way that I wouldn't be playing in otherwise. Yeah, Rankle's very good. It's choose one or more. So if I target them with Priest, this hits us. They have a, they must have a night removal spell here, huh? Feels like it. I think I want to lose 2 to draw a card. So if I use the Priest here, they don't get... So I'm going to take 2 to do this, but by using the Priest, they don't get to cast the back half of this card, because their spell is going to be countered upon resolution. So, like, they lose a thing, they lose this. I draw a card. They lose 2, they go to 4. These have been some two really good games of Magic, and that's one of the reasons why I like playing this deck so much, is because, like, it just generates, like, genuinely good games of Magic, in my opinion. Alright, I mean, if they have Knight, this pumps out some blockers. Alright, they're on nothing. Is it crazy to just shock their dome at end of turn? I think I just shocked their dome, huh? And this is lethal, right? Barely, like by the skin of our teeth. I'm gonna target my own thing, so otherwise we die to Ley Line of Combustion. And then we'll activate this other one. And we'll go to 1 and they'll go to dead. Yeah, Ley Line of Combustion made things awkward, but we ended up getting there. Let your last card be Shock here. Every bit of the buffalo. Waste not, want not, chat. Every tiny bit of the buffalo. Should have tapped the castle in response. Get out of here. I worked really hard for that win. This hand's great. This hand's like really good. 1, 2, 3. It's just elementary. What could it be? Bum bum ba da dum bum do 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 do. My wife's gonna be here with pizza soon. I'm so excited, chat. Do you find pizza as exciting as I do? I hope you do. I'll probably, today's an extra long day. I'll be tagging at least 2 decks of the day. So far it's Green Black Henge and then probably this one. It is impressive. I was expecting to be done by now. But I'm gonna stick to my promise, chat. We're gonna stream until the viewer count dips below 2,000, okay? So I might be here a while, hopefully. There is pineapple on that pizza, believe it or not. Pineapple, onion, and barbecue sauce. It's gonna be delicious. Alright, so do I just Grim and kill their thing? I think I just Grim and kill their thing here. Zofin, thank you for the 5 months. Maybe I'm supposed to attack first there, and like if they block, I Bonecrusher it. Alright, who wants to bleed for a card? They've started on Forest. Do I pay 5 life to draw a card? Do we pay 5 life to draw a card? Greatness at any cost, chat. Greatness at any cost. Bleed for mana. Bleed for the cards, chat. Oh no, not Basic Mountain. This is a much worse decision after they play Basic Mountain. Yikes. Yikes. Do 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 do. Alright, so we're definitely discarding, we're definitely sacrificing creature. Do I want both of us to draw? I feel like I don't want us to draw. Feel like my hand's pretty good. I just paid 5 life for a card, and like I'm not drawing one now. Oh, I should discard the mountain and keep this in case I draw Mayhem Devil. Yeah, this card's great. Not playing a bunch of this card's probably wrong. Electro Dominance. I like the cut of your jib, opponent. Your jib is cut in a pleasant direction. Light them up. They're on fire. Oh ho 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 ho. Do 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 do. Alright, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and shock them and play Bonecrusher here. Just like, face you, play a 4-3. Rankle's a really sweet card, Juju. This card's probably a great build around for Brawl. Probably an excellent Brawl commander, whatever they're called.
Chandra, you need more control. Just let me burn.
Just let me burn. Burn, baby, burn. Do 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 do. We might have run them down, chat. Hey, what's going on, Farron? Noxious Grasp, you say? They had Spider. They had a 3-3. Yes, this is probably fine. I probably don't want this on the draw. Card's pretty bad in the draw. Just trade it out for some removal spells. Let's give that a go. Ah, my family is home, and they come bearing pizza, chat. I like all of you, but I'm super excited for the pizza. Today has gone well, Farron. It's been a fantastic post-release day. Significant Others, the original Uber Eats. If you gave us your address, we could all send you pizza. Maybe. There's actually services that give you the ability to send streamers food without the streamer exposing their address, which is amusing. Needs a second land too badly, unfortunately. Yeah, this is fine, right? This is great, actually. Sign me up. Let's draw a Priest on 2 and run him down. That's a 2-drop at least. Although it does not kill their elemental. How do I feel about Ice Crag Pyromancer? The card was really sweet in the... We played a Blue-Red Alliance deck yesterday. And Pyromancer was excellent out of the sideboard. I am in fact saying I am against doxing myself. Listen, chat, if you're out there and you want to buy food in a Jeff-related manner, my youngest son is selling popcorn for his Cub Pack. Feel free to buy some and use his code. That's food-related Jeff support. If you buy anything there using his code, you can also add points to the deck queue as a thank you. The popcorn is great. I've actually got a half-eaten bag of chocolate and a half-eaten bag of cheddar sitting next to me. I have some moniker of self-control though, so they're not completely eaten just yet. Are you ready? Bonecrusher's ready. Give them the business. Thrash threat, rude. Huh? I'm gonna murder this so they can't, like, threat this, I think. Oh, you know what? I could do that in response, right? Yeah, that was loose. I should have done that in response. Medium sequencing. Hey, Carabin. You could put the popcorn link on the site. I could. I haven't been chilling it quite as hard as we could. Quite as hard as I could, if I'm being honest. I've met the quota. And it's our first year. So it's our first year with the Cub Pack, so I don't want to set an unreasonable expectation. I know it's a fundraiser, but how much popcorn are we talking for 30 to 50 bucks? I don't have a tin on me. The microwave popcorn's a pretty reasonable EV, but it is an expensive markup because it is largely a fundraising product. Just to be clearly above the board. That's why I'm giving people deck Q points to encourage them to do it. Thanks for the 17 months, Shuffler Truther. I appreciate it. What type of crazy monk discipline do you have? Although I need to finish up the popcorn somewhat soon. Because next, week after next, I'm getting Invisalign, which doesn't make eating things like popcorn more difficult. You know, can't have things that get stuck in your teeth before you put them back on. Going to 10 here. We're just doing this plus Footlight Fiend. And then next turn we can drop Chandra. I think it has Trample, right? Hitting me in my childhood with the popcorn selling. Definitely did some of that myself. I think we just take 4 here. It's a little scary because we could get burned out, right? If they got like a bunch of collision colossuses here. It might be right to like speed bump a little bit, but it's got trample, which is annoying. And dead to a shocker giant. Alright, not quite dead yet. I'm not dead yet.
It's better than having a plan. Go get 'em, buddies.
Go get 'em, buddies. Yeah, I've been meaning to do the Invisalign for a little while. My dentist kept bugging me about it, but it costs like 3 grand, so we had to like save some money up. It's like 3 grand after the insurance pays for part of it. Yeah, right, Chris? I don't really care about it for show. It's just more healthy to get them straight. They're easier to clean. Please attack my Chandra. Please attack my Chandra. Please attack my Chandra. Please attack my Chandra. Yeah, the American healthcare industry is real messed up. We waste so much money on things that should just be easy because they should be preventative care. But instead it's so expensive to do the preventative care that like people have to do non-preventative care. Country pays twice per much per capita on health insurance to like worse results. Hashtag vote blue 2020. So this double block here with the trigger from Footlight Fiend does kill this, so that's nice. So we get back up to 4, so no longer dead to shock. But we're not in a great spot if they have a follow-up here. I would be okay with Bernie as a pick. I would be more okay with Bernie as a pick if I knew who his vice president candidate was, because Bernie is really old, and he could honestly just die of natural causes in office. So a vote for him is basically a vote for his VP as well. All I have to say about support for Tulsi Gabbard is Tulsi's one of the few idiots that's still not voting for impeachment last I checked. So unless that's changed, she can GTFO. Did she shift on that today finally? God bless. You can see all the decks that we played today on my Stream Decker page, and they'll obviously be up on the YouTube channel later tonight, or maybe tomorrow. If we keep going long today, they might not be up there till tomorrow. Hey, Chalkster, thanks for the raid. Hope you had a great stream. Let's make sure you're a mod so you can talk here. Look at that. Welcome to Hoaglandia, folks coming from there. Depends on the deck, Captain Command. We might. I don't know what is in their hand. They have like a bunch of 6-drops or something. If they kill this, they still die, right? I think they're dead to Chandra here, though, right? Always bring a backup, Chandra.
Anyone need a match? No. Too bad. Don't worry. I brought company.
Huh? Do I leave this back to play around a haste creature? No, I think I want to kill the Leafkin Druid. I have this as a blocker. Friendo. I guess I did pull it back for a second, so I might not have noticed that I put it back in. Okay. Alright, sure. Resolves. Onward, upward, backward, forward. Let's put this in tapped on one. And then play Crusader. Seems fine. Well, very easy pivot. That's what we're playing on too. I love my BCW sleeves. Never tried them till now. Am I going to an LGS for a pre-release? I am not. I don't play a whole much paper magic these days. How many counter spells do you have? Hypnotic Sprite. Well, that's incredibly rude. Yikes. Your counter spell has a body afterwards? Woof. That's a card, yep. Huh? Do I just pass here now? I kind of want to just like tap land go. I guess this attack is free, huh? Is it his menace? I mean, Ceratops is just like a genuinely good card, right? Yeah, I could have played another spell there, but I don't think I wanted to. All right, so now the question is, do I... So this happens. Do I kill their... I think I kill their board here. This may or may not be right. So now I think I just jam Rankle. And this is like almost certainly getting countered. Then we'll drop this, and then next turn I can double 3-drop, which is nice. Ideal even. Lead on this, the one they know about. Yep. Then we get to stick Mayhem Devil here, and then we're hoping to draw a creature next turn, so that way we can go creature to activate the priest. Through a counter spell. That was a really unfortunate last few cards for us there. They get to drop a creature and pump this up huge now. And then I'm... So I have to make this a 7/7. So now I'm forced to jump block with the Mayhem Devil. Or trade with the Mayhem Devil, I guess. So we go block, trade... Or trade, sorry. I need to draw... Chandra here would be great. That's a land. Magic sucks sometimes. If we drew a Chandra there, we would get to Mayhem Devil, shoot this, make them sack, shoot their things, shoot their other thing. Even just hitting a creature here would have been good. There's like every card in our deck other than lands were live draws. Because our deck doesn't have non-creatures in it with this build, because even our removal spells are creatures. Play a couple more Riders, play some Shocks, play some Noxious Grasps. Rankle comes out here. We want to just take our curve and drag it down. This card's pretty bad against Unsummon. This seems fine. I'm not a huge fan of Duress in this matchup because they do have a lot of non-creature spells in their deck. Or a lot of creature spells in their deck. Like, they have a lot of flashy things, but a lot of their flashy things are creatures. And, like, even a lot of their counter spells now are creatures, too, with, like, Brazen Borrower and the new Counterspell Fairy and Frilled Mystic. Dwarven Mine's really not playable in a two-color deck like this. I'm doing alright, Emmanuel. Alright, I mean, this is a hand, right? Have a good one, Reg. Castle's currently coming into play tapped because Bloodfell Caves is not a swamp. One drop. One drop. Alright. Should do that. Do that a couple more times, I guess. The part where they like Brazen Borrower us. Yeah, it's not worth talking about. Like, you're like, I agree that this card shouldn't be in your deck, but let's point out this narrow situation where it would be good. Like, that's not, like, really helpful or constructive. It's just kind of like creating noise, right? I'm just supposed to hit them here. That was a really bad play on their part. Yeah, I agree, Chris. I think it was good last season, and it's still good. Which one's Rider again? Oh, the Hero's Downfall. Yeah, they're both great. I'm honestly shocked that the mana got better. Well, that's a beating. All right, their play was bad, and by that I mean they baited us into playing into Veil of Summer, which is unfortunate. Yikes. Woof. I think I'm just activating this turn. Yeah, we are. I mean, I'm surprised. I'm surprised we stayed above 2K for as long as we did. My viewer base is very much a morning viewer base. Usually we drop off about 5 o'clock. I assume we're dead here. I'll sack this. Yeah. Yeah, we're pretty dead. Feels like a good ending point. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I feel like while the Chandra priest is like a really good interaction, I kind of liked this more base black version more. Although I feel like not playing the giant in here was probably wrong. We have bone. That's one of my turd friends who's coming over ringing the doorbell a bunch because he probably doesn't think I'm still alive. Or he does, and he's just a turd. Yeah, there's probably be some Bonecrusher Giants in here. I'll put some thought into this, and maybe we'll run this back again tomorrow. We're definitely playing Black-Green Hedge tomorrow, and we might play Yarok Field again tomorrow. I have to submit my deck list tomorrow night for what I want to play in the event this week. At any rate, thanks everyone for hanging out today. We went for over 12 hours. I'm going to do one more ad break so I can meet my quota at the end here. So remember, if you're not a sub, a great way to support my content at no cost to yourself is hang out through the ad breaks. I'll be back tomorrow morning about 7 a.m. I'll be back 12 hours from now to do another long one and enjoy and explore some of this awesome standard. Remember, if you want to get your own decks on stream at some point in the future, be sure to submit a deck using the forum on my website. And everything that you missed today will be up on my website and my YouTube channel later this evening. Everybody, enjoy the rest of your Friday, and good luck in all of your pre-release pools.